So I got an email from Ali Abdaal with huge news, and it kind of caught me off guard. If you've seen a few of my last few videos, you already know I was one of the very first people to join Ali Abdaal's productivity lab, now called LiveOS Pro. It has been rebranded. I stayed for a full year, paid almost $800 for the annual membership, and I've shared my full story here. The highs, the hard moments, and why I ultimately decided to leave. If you haven't seen those videos yet, I strongly recommend checking them out if you're interested in LiveOS Pro or the Productivity Lab. I'll link them below and somewhere up here or here. Amongst other things, I talk about what it's really like inside LiveOS Pro, how it evolved over time, over the year, and the honest reason I didn't renew after 1 year. But now Ali and his team just announced a major update, and honestly, it's something I wish existed when I joined. So part number one, the email. The email I got from Ali and his team basically said, hey there, we've recently switched LiveOS Pro from an annual to a monthly subscription. Previously, the only option was the yearly plan at $997 per year, and now it's $85 per month. And as a thank you for being a previous member, you can rejoin for just $50 in your first month. Yes, you heard that right. No more almost $1,000 up front. Now it's month to month, $85 per month, with the first month at $50 if you are a returning member like me. So $85, yeah, I know you've been calculating this, multiplied by 12 months makes $1,020. So a bit more than the previous annual membership, but $23 more for the huge flexibility you get is more than worth the buck in my opinion. Honestly, this is huge because back when I joined, the only option was to commit for an entire year. No trial, no flexibility. You had to go basically all in. And don't get me wrong, I personally benefited from that. I was ready for that commitment, but I also know it made a lot of people, and still makes a lot of people, hesitate. So this change, it's a game changer, especially if you're curious about the platform, but you don't want to pay hundreds of dollars up front. I get it. Part two, would I join again? The million-dollar question, or will I rejoin the LiveOS Pro? Here's my honest answer. I'm not rushing back in yet. Why? Because the reasons I left basically still stand. I'm in a very different season of life right now. My work is intense, I have more responsibilities now, and I wouldn't have the time to use the features fully, which means I wouldn't get the value I once did. But this is also really important. If I were in the same place I was a year ago, kind of stuck, needing some sort of structure, then yes, 100%. I jump on this monthly plan, no questions asked, because even in 1 month, please listen to this. If you commit to using the focus labs, the reflection rituals, the accountability pods, and the workshops, yeah, I'll talk about them in my videos, you can absolutely turn things around. That's what happened to me in the first 90 days, 60 to 90 days. Yeah, so 3 months is all it took to extract 80% of the value of LiveOS Pro for me. Because obviously this is subjective. You may need more time or less, or you may want to stick around LiveOS Pro for the features like focus labs or weekly and monthly reviews led by the amazing coaches. Obviously, if you want to be led by a coach, you have to be a member of the LiveOS Pro. Part 3. Who is this for? Here's who I think this new model is perfect for. If you're struggling to stay consistent, if you want to stop procrastinating and start taking action, if you're serious about building a system, you need to be serious about it because you're paying money, you know. If you're serious about building a system that works for you specifically, then trying LiveOS Pro for just $85 might actually be the reset button you need for the second half of 2025. If you still have doubts, I would still again recommend watching my 3 earlier videos. They give you a full behind-the-scenes look before you spend a single cent. Links below and somewhere here at the end screen. Why do I think this is a game changer? Another reason is because $85 is something that is also affordable for teenagers and students, and especially now in summer. I think a lot of people have the time and obviously the money to up their game, because in my opinion, if you stay in the productivity lab for 2 months watching especially the videos about the live operating system from Ali Abdaal, learning from that, writing down what is important to you, or I don't know, just ingesting all of the information you get in the productivity lab. I'm not talking about the recurring events. I'm not talking about focus labs. Obviously, you need to be a member for that. But if you stick around in summer or for 2 months, if you have the time to spend around, I don't know, a few hours per week for the productivity lab, then I think you can extract so much in the first few 2 or 3 months being a member of LiveOS Pro. So I urge you to get that membership, and if you can afford it, you know, just stay in it if your gain is more than the money you spent. If it's worth to you, stay in it. For me personally, thinking back, the annual membership was actually a great thing for me because I was more or less on off the LifeOS Pro. The first quarter I was really active, the second quarter less so, the third quarter again, and the fourth quarter again less so. So I would jump probably next time I join Productivity Lab, I will probably be one of those who will stay quarterly, you know, come one quarter, leave one quarter, come one quarter, leave one quarter, because I think for me personally, that works the best. That's worth the money, and I'm really happy that I can actually use that now, because I heard once about a change to a quarterly subscription. That was already great, but monthly subscription is even better. Yeah, thanks Ali, thanks to the team. And so this wasn't a planned video, but when I got that email, I felt like I had to share this with you guys. If you've been thinking about joining LifeOS Pro, and if you're waiting for a more flexible option, like I've said, this might be your moment, so please grasp it. Let me know in the comments if you're considering trying it out. If you have any other questions I can help you with. And if you're new here, welcome. I try to share honest videos about productivity, law, and navigating meaningful, focused life in a chaotic world. So if that sounds like your thing, feel free to subscribe. And if not, it's also okay. This session is officially adjourned. I hope this video was somewhat of value to you, and I will see you in the next one.
Make prolific confessions into the master plan. I feel like they will never let